Okay, here we go. Hey, ladies, um, and welcome back. I wanted to come on, or I'm on because I want to share something as we kick off into our wellness journey. I frequent the gym a lot because of the sauna, and I also frequent shopping. And those are just two of the ways that I get in some of my therapy on my own, wellness journey. But there was a conversation that was being had with a couple of women at the store, and I know these women because I shop this place a lot, and they were talking about, their weight and the foods that they eat, and one of them said that um, the weight that she had on her in that present moment was weight that she had been carrying since she had her children, and her children probably are in their 20s or they're grown. But anyway, she said that, man, this is just something that I'm just gonna have to, live with. It is what it is, and I've had this weight on since I had my children. Now, let me say this, lady. That right there, that statement in itself, I've heard that pretty much all my life. Because what we're telling ourselves is that, okay, before I had my children, I was a certain weight, but since I've had my children, and it's probably been 20, and some of us 30 years ago, you're still feeding your mind or telling yourself this is something that I have to just get used to. So in that moment when she was talking, I was like, okay, now everything starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. So I just want to encourage everyone, and it really don't. This can go for anything in your life. When you are feeding yourself with things that don't sound really, really pleasant, it may be a little bit low in your soul, with saying stuff like, like she was saying, it is what it is. No, it's not. And I had to make her, just think and pause. If you really don't like the weight that you're at, you can do something about it. And I'm going somewhere. Even if, let's say you were struggling with finances or relationship, because those are like the three things that, we deal with. It's in the mind, is what you're telling yourself. But just to get back on to the fitness part, the weight part of it, um, we don't have to tell ourselves, or we shouldn't choose to tell ourselves that, I've had this weight on. No, you want to get rid of it. If you seriously, if your desire is to seriously get rid of this weight, get rid of the weight, you have to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And then you're trying to will it on your own too. So I think it's in the book of Matthew. I know it's in the book of Matthew. When God says seek his kingdom first. So a lot of times with things that we desire, we struggle with, it's in the mind, but we have to seek God. So if you've had weight on you since you had your children, and your children are 20 years old or 30 years old, you may want to think about doing something just a tad bit different. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, you're trying to do it on your own. And I had a conversation with a person, a client that I had a long time ago, and then later on in life, she still, they still, battling with their weight. And I would always say, you'll know when you want to lose this weight. And that saying still goes for me. You'll know when you really want to lose it. And this person said that, well, Tangie, I feel like when you say that, you see that I'm coming to you, and and I'm still, struggling. Now, a lot of times, you have to be honest with yourself. So we're emotional beings, and especially us female women, we're emotional. So a lot of times, what are you really? It goes deeper than the weight. Now, I don't want to get too deep in the conversation because it can get a little bit long, but I want you to really pay attention to why you're eating. But anyway, with that conversation with her, she said that she felt like I didn't take her seriously, or it made her feel some kind of way. What I was trying to convey, and I'm still going to say this, you will know when you're ready. Whether you're ready to stop spending money to have your finances all in a sham, or you holding on too much of your finances, or you're struggling with a relationship. You know, it may not be that great for you. So you got to ask yourself why you're holding on to some of these things. And then when it comes to the weight, and back to the weight, or when you're telling yourself this, sometimes it can be real low when we're feeding ourselves these things, but you have to really ask yourself, why am I, eating, and like I said, seek God first, like, and know that he'll help you if that's your true desire. Now, if your true desire, this only pertains to people who are actually struggling and want some help. Okay, because a lot of people can fool themselves, but then they can think that they can fool other people too, but can't fool God. I can tell you that much right now, because he knows your true heart. But if you really are seeking and desiring some of the things that you struggle with, I would suggest a lot of us women, and for any males that may be watching out here, go to God. Because I sure know there were some things in my life, even with weight, I just know that you seek him, he will help you. He will give you whatever the desire is. I think that's in Psalms. I read that in Psalms 103. But anyway, he will give you the desires of your heart. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to keep y'all too long, but we're kick-starting. We're jumping starting. We're moving ahead in this wellness journey. But I just want y'all to prepare for some of the things that we'll be discussing and working out. Because, I love to work out, and I'm quite sure you do too. But anyway, I just wanted to share that, and be well, and I'll see you in the next video. And you know what? While you're out there, if you want to comment on some of the things, give me some feedback. Please do give me some feedback. Now, when I say that, now we gotta be respectful. So, like my grandmama always used to tell me when she was here, and God rest her soul, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it now. But anyway, be well, and I'll see you in the next video.